there's a sentimental reason as well why she's hoping to track down these diplomas in their frames. She's in studio to tell us more, and man, this could happen to any of us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I've done this. I've shuffled something off of the dining room table and I've thrown out money. I all kinds of different things. How'd this happen to you? What were you sorting through when you were donating stuff?
Well, I had, not planned it out well, but I was actually moving my house. I was downsizing, as well as moving my office location in the same week in August. So I had a box of diplomas that I was going to move to my new office location. But at the same time, I guess we were packing up boxes, deciding what to donate and what to bring to the new house. And my best guess is somehow the box that was supposed to go to the new office got into the donation boxes.
So what specifically is in there? Your diploma from like your law, or like what? How many things did you donate that you didn't mean to?
It was a box full of my professional diplomas and certificates. So everything from my undergraduate degree from Waterloo. I have my law degree from the Robson Hall, the local University of Manitoba Law School. The Law Society actually has 2 certificates on the call to the bar, one for barrister, one for solicitor. One of those is the one that was in the picture that was sent to me.
So let's get to that, because you realized that they may have shown up somewhere because someone reached out to you?
Yes, a complete stranger sent me a message on the Facebook Messenger app, and I'm a little leery about clicking on things from people I don't know. And there was clearly, I guess they blur out pictures if you're not connected, so you can't see them. So you have to click on them. So super nervous about doing that, but I saw that they were connected to a couple of colleagues of mine. So
People,
I thought, okay, I'm gonna. I'll click on the picture because the text just said, I was at the Restore yesterday and I saw this. If this is you, it looks important. And so I clicked on the picture and there was one of my Law Society call to the bar certificates with a sticker saying $5.
What did you feel when you saw it?
There was a bit of a panic, and my heart kind of dropped.
Yeah. So which Restore was it found at, I guess?
The one on Archibald.
Okay.
Which would have been the store that we went to, because I'm a Southdale.
Coming from the Southdale neighborhood.
Yeah.
So what happened after that? Did you go down there, or what happened next?
I reached out to him for more details. He said he had seen it the day before, so on Friday, and this was Saturday morning. Well, close to noon, I guess.
And this is now this month or last month? Or
this month.
This month, okay.
Just this last weekend. This all kind of
transpired. Okay.
Transpired, yes. So I called the Restore quickly as my mom was getting in the car to drive down there to check in person. And they said, unfortunately, it had been there yesterday, but it just sold that morning.
What are your thoughts on who would buy it? That's what I was thinking about, right? Like, this is your name, this is your document, this is your life.
They do have a whole section of the store with frames, and I guess people buy it for reframing it. And the framing for all of these certificates had been done by my grandmother. She was a photographer and framer. So as I earned each degree, she would put the matting and the framing on it. So it was very beautiful frames. So I like to think that's why people chose that.
What's your feeling around the loss of that then, these frames and the mats? Because they're not just things.
No, and I realize some people have messaged me about, you can go get them reissued, the certificates. So they may not be the original certificates, but they'll look similar. And then, so I realized those are actually replaceable things. What's irreplaceable is the frames and the meaning that they have for me. So I ended up, at first I thought the loss was the diplomas, but I think then as it kind of sank in, I'm like, no, the loss isn't the diplomas. The loss is the frames.
I get that. I've got cards that were my my late mother-in-law left for us, and I have those framed. Like, if someone saw it would just be a card, right? Like, it's interesting too, because there's a thread in your story about women. Because your grandmother framed these for you, but I understand, every step along the way she would frame each achievement, and your achievement as a woman when you were getting your starting law school, you had a baby.
Yeah, I had my undergraduate degree, which found me working minimum wage jobs. I worked with special needs folks. And while that was fulfilling, when I found myself pregnant, I realized I'm not going to be able to really, support this child in any meaningful way. I mean, anybody who's living on minimum wage knows what that's like, especially if you're trying to raise a child. So I decided to write the law school admissions test, and I got accepted just after he was born in the spring. And I decided to jump in the fall when he was 4 months old. So
Wow. So
he was raised in that law school.
Wow. I love that thread, right?
Yeah.
Juggling all of that, achieving what you did, and then, someone, an older woman, your grandmother,
Yeah.
Being so proud of you and framing that. What would it mean to you to get the documents back?
Well, the documents,
And the frames back.
yeah, and the frames, it would mean the world to me because they're obviously the original ones. And when you go to reorder the certificates, they just say these are not duplicate certificates. They'll look the same, but
But you'll know.
But I'll know.
Yeah.
But it would mean a lot to me to get those frames back.
Oh, what a story. So if somebody's listening, and I hope they are, and if they want to reach out to you, Maureen, or what's the best way, I guess, should they reach out to us? What's the best way if somebody does find your diploma or certificate, or maybe if they realize that they bought this at the restore and maybe they could make a return? How should they reach you?
Well, I'd say Facebook definitely works.
Okay.
Because I was reached out through Messenger, and so if they want to reach out to me, Maureen Terra on Facebook, or they can call into my office as well if they want to do the phone call.
Good luck getting these documents back.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
I really, really hope they all come back to you. Thanks for coming in this morning, sharing your story.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Maureen Terra, so MaureenTerra on Facebook, if you want to DM her, if you happen to find those documents. Winnipeg lawyers trying to get her diplomas and certificates and the frames back after a mix-up. It's common. Do you have a story? What have you given away by accident? Those donation boxes, 788-3205.
Thank you for watching the CBC Manitoba YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For the latest breaking news and top stories, download the CBC News app.